Okay, I'm putting anything... vegetables or anything, any sort of bio I need for crafting. I'm putting it in here. It's a little farther away from the bio lab, but that's okay. I would furnish my bedroom, but I need a lot of fabric, and all my fabric is elsewhere. And I don't know how to make fabric. I'm sure I'll learn at some point. Now, I can make the upgrade to the jetpack. I have got... yeah, I've got to get a tier 3 jetpack. Do I have tier 3 boots, by the way? Yeah, super alloy and explosive powder. How much super alloy have I got left? Where did I put it? I haven't got much super alloy. Now I can make it because I've got a fair bit of aluminium and I've got a mine for it. Okay. But my focus is going to be on... I don't know why I drank that. I didn't need to drink it. That was a waste. My focus is going to be on building this upgraded bio lab. So I'm just trying to think through what I need to do next. The other thing I wanted to do was also put down another flower planter. It's looking really pretty out here with these golden seeds. And I was going to put down a Tusker flower, but I've realized I should probably start with the higher level. So I'm going to put down another golden seed if I put down another... when I put down another flower spreader. Which requires super alloy, magnesium, and fertilizer. I need a bunch of algae, so I'm gonna go make sure I cleared out all 3 or 4 of my algae spreaders. So I'm gonna grab this iron. Make sure that's got. So it seems to produce 4 individual bits of algae. This is turning into one big lake, but I think it's going to stop about the embankment here, so this is going to be a large pond. So it'll be good for sea life, and I've got to put down more algae spreaders. Yoink. I need 2 here. I keep going up, like, I have to go up for oxygen. No, I don't. I'm wearing a space suit. I'm wearing a space suit. I can stay underwater for as long as I like. Is that the 3? Is that all I have? I could do more. And I should. I've got space for it. Lakes should be almost done. So... 2 fertilizer. I want at least 3 fertilizer then. So let's try to make that. I think that takes a lot of water. Right? That seems wrong somehow, but I think the fertilizer required water. No, eggplant. Eggplant's the kind of the limit, and the sulfur isn't great. I mean, I can get sulfur. Okay, so I've got a bit of that. It'll be a while before I've got the eggplant for that. So I'm going... I better check my mine. Let's just grab that, just to have the resources. And by the amount of ice that should have melted by now, I might go around and... I've got 2 oxygen. I don't have any spare food on me, so I'd better make sure I've got some of that before I head anywhere else. Put that away. Not the titanium, magnesium, and the silicon. I'm considering running over to Alpha Base. How much sulfur have I got? I'm thinking of heading back to Alpha Base and having a look. I better eat these eggplants. As much as I need them to make stuff, I also kind of need to eat the food. And I've got the beans growing, which will be a better supply. But I'm gonna start with this crop, and I need more food growers. All right, I've got the food, I've got oxygen, and I've got the tier 2 algae generator. I am 80% of the way towards lakes. So, well, I'll have a look at that. Bioplastic now got fertilizer, magnesium super alloy. Generates underwater algae, generates biomass, place on water surface. Alright, I can do that. Later. I'm gonna head over to Alpha Base because there was a frozen cave nearby. I want to see if that's opened. And also I want to name it. Like, officially. Oh dear. This was my landing site. I can actually see the pod just underwater over there, and probably where my original base was. I don't think it's going to flood Beta Base. I was worried about that, but I think all my bases where they are now are above what is going to be the height of the water level. I can kind of see where the lakes are forming. But where I started off immediately just goes underwater. I noped out of that area pretty damn quick, though. Alpha Base is way up there, so that I don't have to worry about. Look at my wind generators just poking out of the water. I don't think they're working much anymore. And just for good measure, I have named this Alpha Base, officially. Sort of golden. Huh. I have left some stuff in here. There's the fabric. I want to grab that. I could also take the Shenga seeds out of here. I don't suppose I left a Lerma seed anywhere in here, did I? And there's a Nulma seed. That's very pretty. I'll leave them. I've got enough of those. I can always come back for them later. The cave up here. Has that melted? Yes, it has. Alright, let's have a look. Osmium. Well, that shouldn't have been a surprise. Right at the front door as well. I'll take the iron. I'll need sulfur as well if I can get it, and I think I'll get it. Plenty of that. Space is going to be a problem. There's plenty of other caves I've got to remember to go back and double check. Wow, look at those massive formations of what is probably also osmium. Well, if I can put a mine in here, one of the tier 2 mines, it'll be nice. Before I pick up everything, I'm going to have a little poke around. I'm good for everything else. So there's more ice that's got to melt. I can go deeper in this cave. Ooh, okay. Ah, yes. I believe... Well, this is this place. I think I know where I am. Though I... Yeah, there it is. This doesn't seem to hurt me. What is this? That's just cobalt, isn't it? Yeah. Why is this place like this? Is there any particular reason? I'll grab the super alloy. Oh, I should grab the Bioplast nugget. I want to have a look at that. Whatever that is. What on earth is going on over here? Oh, blueprint blueprint. I'll put the iron away. I'll take that. Have to come back for the rest. I don't want to walk into it for some reason. Yep. It's before I forget that. I'll have to have a look, but I'm out of space, so I can't pick up anything more. Pistera seed. Eggplant seed. Alright, I'll pop over by Gamma Base. No reason really to stay there, actually. I've got to get stuff back to Delta Base. But I want to have a look. I really thought Gamma Base was actually going to be at risk of flooding. But clearly that's not a problem. I should pick up all of these and take them back to Delta. But I'm not going to because I can't. Grab this extra sulfur though, and I've got loads of water and a bloody... And bioplast nuggets. I've got to do a whole sweeping, like, cleanup of stuff I need to bring along. Pretty sure I cleared all this out. Alright, I gotta remember to come back here, but I'll have to keep that in my brain. 92%. You know, it's funny, as I really thought that canyon was gonna flood. I mean, we've got water up here, but not in the canyon. Alright, well that was profitable enough. I got plenty of sulfur and some extra osmium, which is good. This is now basically my sulfur and osmium. I brought some... I'm gonna put that in crafted. I've got a bit of fabric. I can make some stuff. I also got to decrypt this microchimp. Construct a menu filter. I don't have enough of these yet to justify that. Unless I can make an upgrade to my... What was it? To my exoskeleton, which is what improves that. But no, I've got the max. Okay, right, what I did pick up, and these are almost done, is I got the growers from Beta Base, and I'm going to grow more eggplants. So, I also would have put it away by now. So, I'm going to... Growers, food growers, there it is. I got one. Oh no, I picked up the eggplant. No, I gotta put the eggplant seeds in. You could just replant the eggplants, but I think there's not that aluminium and another iron. And I'm going to put down another food grower with eggplant in it to satisfy the amount of eggplant I shall need to start making the fertilizer and the sulfur, which is... Yeah, my hydration level's low. Speaking of, I'm gonna grab... Make sure I've got water on me, because I'll need plenty of that. Sulfur and the algae. And 2 eggplants. So that lets me make 1 fertilizer. 1 fertilizer lets me make a... another flower spreader. And all I need is a magnesium. And the golden seed, which I have. I'm going to focus on oxygen. Where is it? I'm going to move it just to the top of this hill. And you're going to be growing more. So that's a lot more oxygen right there. Next, I will need some fertilizer to put down some tier 2 algae generators. So biomass is going up at 17 grams per second. Oxygen is quite high. Pressure is at 17, but I have... No, I thought I had an upgraded drill. No. Okay, let's start with these bacteria samples. Let's make 2 of those. I just needed a bunch of water for that, didn't I? Lake water collector. Alright, that'll be useful. Okay, so 6 algae... 6 water bottles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the water I have. I may need more rainwater collectors. But then I did just get a technology for a seawater collector. And that gives me 2 bacteria samples. I'm going to put the bacteria samples in bio. Because I'll need them later. Alloy and a sulfur and 2 fertilizers to make the tier 2 biodome. Now, the lake water collector requires 3 bioplast nuggets, a magnesium and aluminium, and a super alloy. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Where did I put the other bioplast nuggets I had? It would have been in crafted. I had more bioplast nuggets. Beans worth 60. So I'll grab another one and have that on hand. These eggplants need to go... No, I can keep the eggplants and make fertilizer out of them. Which was a sulfur and some other stuff. Hang on. I keep needing to go back and check the recipe. Eggplant and 3 algae. Okay. Now that I don't need to eat the eggplants, I'll put that in there. I can eat the beans, put the squash and the mushroom. The Bioplast nuggets is what I'm growing the mushrooms for. Speaking of, yep, okay, I can make another Bioplast nugget, but I swear to God I had some lying around here. Silicon. And the water bottle. Ooh, water bottle. Actually, that's, yeah. I'll take that, but, actually, once I place this down, it should be good, right? I shouldn't need to worry too much about water. But I need more Bioplast nuggets. I know I've got some... I literally left some in Gamma base. No, it was a Beta base. One of the bases I left a bunch of Bioplast nuggets, and I could have sworn I had a third in this base somewhere. Double check, I definitely don't. What did I use it for? I'm sure I haven't been using Bioplast nugget. Maybe it was a rocket that needed it. Okay. I'm waiting for eggplants to be grown. Now, my next... Tier 4 tool at 41. 63 for that, so I'll need to be making more oxygen. How am I doing with biomass? Yeah, there's the algae generator. I really want to be doing that. Plant rocket, obviously, I'll launch, but I'll get the beehive soon. I'm looking forward to getting bees. And a butterfly dome. That's going to look so cool. High quality food. Eat the bug. And then animals. I'm curious to see what the animals are going to look like. Okay. There's another eggplant. I've got a lot of squashes on me. 2 fertilizer. I just need to make 1 more fertilizer and I can make this biodome. But I've got to wait for these, I've got to wait for this crop to come in. Alright, let's go collect some algae then, I suppose. Through my garden. Rather brambly. Maybe I should clear that up a little bit. I'm tempted to use that fertilizer, put down a tier 2 algae generator, but it can wait. I want my biodome. See, this one seems to only produce 2. That's unfortunate. Alright, I might... Okay, I'm gonna grab another water, and what I'm gonna do is pop back to Beta Base, and pick up the Bioplast nuggets I left behind, but other than that, we'll just skip a bit of time for now. How close am I to... Oh no, I have made lakes, and the next stage is moss. I am already 2% of the way there, so presumably plants will start growing on the ground on their own. So that's, I think, the height of the water levels. My rocket is slightly in the water, but that's okay. It'll absorb the blast. That's a thing they do with rockets, isn't it? They fire water under it for noise suppression. That's what that is. It's got nothing to do with anything. It kind of looks cool. I like that, actually. It looks good. Anyway. I think I gotta head back to Beta Base. Also, I've got to pick up some aluminium. And I swear to God, with the amount of times I've circumnavigated this map, I need that jetpack upgrade, actually. I'm starting to think that that's going to be really important. Okay. I've got more Bioplast nuggets. Luckily, I did leave some in a hole somewhere, and I picked up... That aluminium mine doesn't produce a lot of aluminium, it's got to be said. I got 2 out of that, and I picked up a bit more off the ground. I also grabbed some uranium out of one of my bases. I'll put the rest of this stuff away. Magnesium in there, cobalt over here. I've got an extra couple of eggplants, which means when one of these grows, I can make 2... Well, I can make another fertilizer now, I believe. So I will. That ladder's getting in my way. I might move it. Sulfur. Just 1 sulfur. Hopefully I've got plenty of that for now, and I know where to get more. I'm only going to do a run for that. Okay. And I'll have another fertilizer very soon, so I can start the upgraded algae farms. Super alloy, a sulfur, and that's all I need. Okay, where am I going to put this? It's going to run low on super alloy as well, but I can make that. I'm thinking I literally just bolted onto the... to the existing biodome. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem to want to attach to that much. That's where it would link. That's not quite working. I can't plug it in up there. It won't connect there, and that's rather in the wrong place. This is a bit of a problem. Because of the mine. The mine's in the way. It would slot on there. Come on. There's got to be a point at which it hooks up. Will that work? Sorta. Doesn't link through, so I think I might have a few... I think there might be stuff in the way of that. Specifically, I think my advanced crafter... Hold on. Deconstruct that. Alright, this is gonna have to go. Hang on, I gotta move the mine. I'm thinking I might need to actually add an extension to this entire base. Sorry, other way around. Need to get all the stuff out of this before I can deconstruct it. Alright, you're going. I'm gonna move you elsewhere. What I'm thinking... I don't know if I can hold that. I think I can. What I'm thinking... Okay. Is attaching another big living compartment and building biodomes back off of the rear. So I'll put away... Ugh. It's a little messy. I need 2 things. I'll drink of water, actually. And I need 2 iron. And that should be enough for everything without me having to... Well, I may need to pick up some more stuff, but... If I plop that there... And then build... I need 2 more titanium. Okay, I've got that. I've severely slowed down oxygen production, but only briefly. Build a biodome like that, and then I can build the tier 2 biodome if I just pick up another super alloy, sort of off of that, in a kind of... in a sort of wheel. Super alloy. And maybe I can, like... like that. And I can build, like, parts of that. I don't think I'm allowed to connect the foundation grid under there, because it's a slightly different... It shouldn't. It should fit. I'll have a look, because it's kind of sort of floating at the moment. I gotta make that make sense. But it'll give me some extra sort of space to work with. And so I've got this biodome, and this terrarium almost. And this will generate tree bark. Slowly, presumably. And I can actually build off this. So I might build a whole, like, square. So that'll produce a bunch of oxygen. And presumably biomass as well. So now oxygen's going up by 3,000. I don't know if that produces biomass, actually. Yeah, plants 8.8 per second, so that increases biomass. Right. Cool. That was a miner I should put back down. Another super alloy and a titanium. And somewhere I definitely can't accidentally build, so I'm going to move it over here. It's a little bit of a trek for materials, but at least it's not getting in the way of my construction. I keep hitting 2. Right, so I'm making stuff. I'll need more super alloy. That's alright. Let's make this algae generator. I should be able to now. And I've got a message to read from Riley. Use ore extractors. Bunch of encrypted nonsense. Most of the stuff I already understand. Let's eat a... How close is this? 89%. I should have a bean spare. Let's eat that. Eggplants are done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Algae and sulfur for the fertilizer, right? Alright. That's 2 more. Fertilizer. I'll take this bean with me. Now, that's for the tier 2 algae generator. Okay, I've got 2 fertilizer, I got 4 bioplast nuggets, 5 bioplast nuggets actually. I need 2 magnesium, 2 water bottles, and 4 super alloy. So the water bottles I can do, and the super alloy is 1 of everything. So 2 of everything. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. And there, oh no, I need 4 of everything, didn't I? 1, 2. So I can now make 2 tier 2 algae generators. Let's do that. Because I've got nice big lakes. Here. And here. Okay. I've got to see about the upgrade to the jetpack, but I want to see if I'm getting tree bark yet. Not yet. Might be a second. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. I don't know if I've mentioned, I really like the soundtrack to this game. I think I have mentioned. 510 kilowatts of power available. Now, gas extractor, that's where you get methane from. Tier 2 ore extractor. Alright. Look at those plants go up. What am I doing next? Probably... Hang on, I was just doing something. Oh, yes. Upgrades to the... I'm gonna do upgrades to the agility boots. More super alloy. I need more cobalt, really. The rest I'm kind of good at. Cobalt and titanium. I might do a run for cobalt and titanium and some iron. I've got cobalt around me. I'll check my mine, but I'm going to collect cobalt, titanium, and iron. Primarily. Alright, I'm going to put down more mines just so I'm producing more resources, because otherwise I'm going to be running around a lot. Since this makes all the base stuff... Don't know if mining this near to a nuclear reactor is a good idea. Couldn't hurt to have 3 going at the same time. Moss is at 11%. We are very nearly at the beehive. Increases plants and insects. Ooh, a tree seed as well, once I've got enough insects. And then a plant rocket. Obviously, I'll be launching that as soon as I can. Okay, I'm gonna have to make... more super alloy. I think I need 2 more super alloy for the mobility upgrades I want. No, 3 more super alloy. It's getting to be expensive. 2, 3. I think I can do it. Just about with the titanium. Alright, and then for the jetpack upgrade, I just needed 2 explosive powder and 2 osmium. Explosive powder just will require a bit of sulfur and iridium. And of course the osmium. I think it was 4 iridium I needed. So 2 explosive power and 1... No, 2 sulfur. I'll put the iridium away and pick up 2 more sulfur. Which means I'm low on that, which means I'll have to go and collect a bunch of sulfur. But with the upgraded jetpack, that should be a little less painful. And for the mobility boots, just another explosive powder. That uses the remainder of my sulfur. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a run for that. Alright. Grab another one of those, grab that, and an eggplant. Put food supply I'm not currently using. I'll keep 1 set of beans on me. I guess I'll leave that in there. Put the Bioplastic nugget back. I'm gonna need more of that, and I might need to go look for more algae. But I'm gonna need to get more silicon. That is a lot faster. Where's the big one I just set down? Oh, these ones. Yeah, that's producing me a lot more algae. I could collect that. And I wanted to do the water collector, didn't I? Alright, I don't need to collect all of the algae yet. I don't have any use for that much algae. Let's not be silly. Let's have a look at tree bark while I'm here. Ah, there we go. Let's make sure we've got that. I presume both sides sort of equal out. I've got no use for tree bark, but I'm going to have some eventually, and I may have to start building storage in here. But until I've got a reason to, I'm just going to put the tree bark in here, because I can't be bothered spending the iron. Machine Optimizer. Find and insert fuses into this to boost the performance of nearby machines. Costs a uranium rod. Explosive powered up iron. Cobalt. Okay, that sounds great, but for the minute, I gotta go get some sulfur and probably some more osmium and aluminium. So, I'm gonna do some collecting again. Alright, profitable venture. Got some osmium, got a bit of sulfur, got a bit of super alloy and some aluminium while I was at it. So, that helps. So now I can... I need a lot of... I'm gonna need a lot of super alloy for what I intend to do. What was my next target? Probably more biomatter. I probably need more of that. Ah, yes, the lake water collector was what I wanted to do next. I need 3 bioplastic nuggets. That was mushroom, wasn't it? 2 mushroom, silicon, and a water bottle. Actually, I can do that. I should be able to. Probably not getting mushroom at the rate I want. I've got a lot of seeds here now. How about that? I got 2 extra mushroom seeds, and I might... Which again, makes absolutely no sense. Mushrooms do not have seeds. I have a bioplastic nugget. I needed 3. I can make 1 more. If I have the silicon. I need 1 more mushroom to make... silicon, silicon, silicon. I need 1 more mushroom to make... So, to make more of that. So I might put the squash seeds, and I will make this be mushrooms. Take that out, put that in. And I might put the rest of my food growers in this compartment. Probably along here. Just where they're not going to get in anyone's way. So I need more food growers. Because I haven't got enough mushrooms or squashes on the go. So... what was it? Aluminium? I want 2 more food growers at least. 2 iron and 2 more water bottles. Okay, that should do. Put down some squash seeds. At least 1 squash I know I can use. I've got lots of squash on me because I'm not using it so much. That's for the tier 2 fertilizer, so I'm just holding on to what of that I have. And obviously I'm going to need more mushrooms and other stuff put down. But I gotta wait for stuff to grow. I've got a bit of fabric. So that might suggest that it was now time to consider furnishing my bedroom. At least a little bit. At least putting down a bed, for Christ's sake. I mean... oh, you need... for a double bed, which I do want, let's be honest. I'm going to give myself a nice, comfy double bed. That requires almost all of the fabric. It'll be worth it. Alright, I'm going to put it down. Near the ladder. Right in the middle of this. Up against the wall. There we go. Alright. Well, it's a start. I've got to figure out exactly where I want stuff. What I'll want is a sofa right here. So I can, well, maybe not right there. Maybe, what I might want is a corner sofa. If it were the other way around, if it were like, inverted. And I had a bench ring basically around there, and you could sit anywhere and look out at the slowly growing surface there. That'd be nice. That'd be neat. But I do, however, think this has to go. I think it needs to be back there, because I'm less likely to be there. So I'm going to actually move that. The ladder. Where am I not going to be? Because this is kind of cramped, actually. I can't go there because there's nowhere for it to climb up to. I mean, I can make somewhere for it to climb up to, I suppose. But the alternative is just to have this one. And then go through to my bedroom in here. That's the alternative. Might want windows here as well. And then just not have it. Just have a nice no ladder area. That might be the best way to go. Because I've got plenty of space here. Okay. I was waiting for a mushroom to grow. I might be waiting a bit for that. Though the eggplants have grown. Which means I think I should utilize the time to make more fertilizer. Algae and sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 sulfur. I'm already running low on that. Okay, that's just there for now. I'm keeping that on hand. Let's put the cobalt away. And the fabric. I still have no way of making that. Leave the mushroom in there. Just in case I accidentally eat it. I've also got a spare lerma seed in case I need that. It's going with my other one. Alright. I'm gonna go check my mines. Come on, mushrooms, grow. You're at 53%. It'll be a while. Beans are almost ready. Alright. Oh, 80 tons. Oh, not 8. For some reason I thought that was 80 kilograms. I've got a long way to go before I'm at a beehive. Oh dear. Okay. My best bet would therefore be... probably... algae generators. I need more algae. Alright, algae generators. When do I get that rocket? $175 kilograms shortly. All right, let's put down some more algae generators. I've got 2 more fertilizer. I need the bioplastic nuggets. That's the problem. I can put down 1 more. When these mushrooms are grown, I'll be able to put down my next one. So let's make 1 now. It can't possibly hurt to put 1 down and wait for the other one. I know I like doing things in pairs as a general rule, but we don't have time to wait for that. Now, speaking of, I can put down some more flower spreaders with just a bit of I mean, I could use the fertilizer I've got. I put down another flower spreader. Superalloy and a magnesium and extra water bottle. And I can use a Nulna seed for this one, since I mean, I should use a Tusker seed, actually. I liked the look of the Nulna seeds, but I'm going to put down Tusker seeds. And I'm going to put it here. Put in the Tusker seeds. And that'll produce the oxygen and increase the plant growth while I'm at it. Meanwhile, I can make more fertilizer. 2 more eggplants. I have 1 eggplant. I'm sure I have this one almost done. 92%. I might have a spare eggplant somewhere. I do not. I need more plant growers then. I just need this crop to come in. 49%. It's waiting for plants to grow. That's the difficult part of this. Okay. When this crop comes in, it'll be a whole new ball game. I can get the water collector. I used the bioplastic nuggets on the algae generator, didn't I? That I was going to use on the frickin' lake water collector. See, that is why you don't do that. That's why it harms you. I'm having that back. On this occasion, normally I'd leave it if I make a mistake like that, but I really, really need those bioplastic nuggets, and water is starting to actually be a problem again, because I'm needing so much of it. I could put down another one of these, but that lake water collector seems like just such an obvious upgrade. How are we doing in terms of power? 350 kilowatts, that's actually going to be an issue soon. I'm going to have to think about that. Well, I could stand around here not doing anything, or I could head off, picking up some cobalt for the oxygen. I could head off and do some other stuff while I'm waiting. I feel like waiting for this crop to be done so I can set it the next lot to go. See, this eggplant's done now. As are those beans, presumably. I'll take an extra bean with me. I'll leave the fertilizer in the magnesium, and what I'm going to do is head off to the Glacier region. And have a look at some stuff I might have missed there. Also grab the tree bark out of here if there's any. Yeah, there we go. I'll grab that as well, just so it's always making stuff, as I don't know how much tree bark I'll be needing. Alright, I'm going to head to the Glacier region, because I think there's going to be some caves that weren't open before that will now be open. Okay, this is a waterfall now. So this is going to be a canyon, and water is going to run through it, but until it actually is a canyon, I'm going to climb up this waterfall. And there's a lot of aluminium up here all of a sudden. I'll take some of that. Not too much. Alright, this is what was the glacial region is now a running river that will fill into that canyon. Not cannon. That's really cool. The feeling that I've accomplished this is strong in this game. The sensation that you are, in fact, at a personal level, changing this world. Now, my instincts are, of course, to check behind waterfalls, but, not in this case. I thought there might be some rock caves, some iced caves that... Some formerly iced-over caves that would have melted by now. Evidently, those big ice blocks have melted into rivers. And there's more coming from off map. Yeah, oxygen level and the hydration. And food is also a bit of a problem. Oh, super alloy, that's good. And I'll take the sulfur, leave the rest. There's still some ice over there. It's not completely melted yet. I think that might be the last piece. Last piece of ice not to melt. I wonder how much that canyon's gonna fill up. What the pressure multiplier fuse? That's very new. That must have been in an ice cube. Now, I'm not far from Gamma Base. Also, you can see the moss is also starting to cover. There's a rocket engine and a uranium rod. I gotta build another uranium, another nuclear power plant. I'm gonna do that. Plant rocket. Alright, and I've just literally picked up a rocket engine for that, so... Awesome. Let's head back to Delta. Okay. That rocket. What does it cost to make? The crop should be in, and I should go collect that up by now, but before I do that, I'm going to set down my next nuclear reactor. But the first thing I want to do is just look at this plant rocket. Lerma seed, good thing I picked up some of that. Some tree bark and a fertilizer and a rocket engine. I can easily make that. But before I send that, I want to make another nuclear reactor. Because I don't want to be short of power. It's the last thing I need. I ought to have enough. I gotta put a bunch of stuff away. I have a shitload of iridium rods. And I've got this pressure multiplier fuse. No idea what it's for, but it looks really, really high tech, and I want it. Bit of aluminium for that. I'll put away some of the super alloy. I got a little bit of sulfur, which is good. A couple of eggplants, and let's harvest this crop. The eggplants aren't done yet. The squash should be. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Uranium. That's all of it. Right, that's 3 uranium rods. I'm going to put the rest of the uranium away. 1 super alloy and explosive powder. Okay. I think I picked up some of the sulfur. And some water. Okay. We're going to have an extra 300 kilowatts of power, which is going to be helpful. But I'm starting to really use up the energy I'm creating here, so obviously a new power source is going to be called for in the near future. Alright, what was next? Probably the plant rocket, but I want to make that water collector. So that cost 3 bioplastic nuggets, 3 aluminium, 3 super... No, sorry, 3 bioplastic nuggets, 1 super alloy, 1 aluminium, 1 magnesium. I ought to have enough to make the bioplastic nuggets now. Magnesium. Which was... the mushrooms... I had one here. To double check what that was. Silicon and water bottle. So just a silicon. And I should probably harvest my mines. I ought to have had a spare mushroom around. Oughtn't I? I swear to God I had a odd... I had like one... I'm miscounting something somewhere. Alright. Power is... We got 690 kilowatts. Hydration level is apparently low. Well, I'll drink some water. That won't be a problem. Hopefully, if this works the way I'm expecting it to work. Put it near the water's edge. That will produce more water than the... And hopefully faster, in 100 seconds, than the atmospheric water collector. I mean, you'd think. It's just sucking water out of the ocean. Alright, now I wanted to create another algae generator, but I need more mushrooms for that. So I need more food growers making mushrooms. I think I've got some of these spread all over the place. No. Okay. Oh. How many seeds have I got? I might as well have these eggplants down, I suppose. Alright, I need at least one more mushroom food grower. So let's make 2 more food growers. I have some water bottles stored. 2 iron, 2 aluminium. I suppose there's no reason. Is there any reason I can't put it inside? Yeah, keeps it kind of out of the way, I suppose. Well, it's sort of in the way. Put 1 here. I just don't particularly want. Yeah, 1's definitely not going here. I want to have room to expand that way, so I don't want to put anything on there. Alright, let's get the other eggplant over there, I suppose. Just anywhere it'll fit. I'll have to go up soon as well. Grab these eggplants. I can make more fertilizers with that. I've got so many eggplants. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Enough for, I believe, 4 fertilizers. If I can have 4 sulfur and a shitload of algae, which I ought to be able to have. Now, I need 1 of those, I believe, for a plant rocket. I gotta double check what the recipe for that was. I needed a rocket engine, I needed 2 super alloy, a fertilizer, and lerma seed, and I don't know what else. That might literally be it, but there's probably like 1 silicon I'm gonna need to pick up. But I will need to send up a plant rocket. Tree bark. It was a tree bark. Worse than silicon or something, because I can't just get it from the ground around me. I have to go back for that. I wonder if this is going to attract an asteroid attack. I could really do without that, by the way. I like seeing the moss on the ground. Plant rocket. Space, alright, I'm guessing. Oh, it's actually got a plant in it. That's a bit weird. I don't actually know what that does. And the weather changes. Launching the rocket, for some reason, creates a storm. Don't see anything coming. Inclusive moss spread gives a global generation bonus by spreading a bacteria from outer space. 1,250%. So that'll increase my plant growth rate to nearly 1 kilogram a second. Alright, if these crops can just come in. I should probably build a full, like, lined growing, like, set of growing stations. Like, create, like, a line here. I can probably get 4 wide and 4 deep. That would let me have 16, but I need a lot more seeds. I haven't got any more mushroom seeds. Well, that'll help. It's the bioplastic nugget that's kind of a problem right now. Alright. So, that leads me to a conclusion. That I probably need to go to another wreck. And I know what wreck I can go to. That big one way out there. And I think at the base of that, I am going to set Epsilon base. Just a temporary small one. This is now officially my main base. I can't change that. I can't give this place up. But I think I'm going to set up a 5th small outpost with some basic crafting stuff around. And I am going to explore that big wreck way out there while those grow. Because I can't sit around here twiddling my thumbs. I've got to be doing stuff. And I need more seeds. And the only place I'm going to get seeds is probably... What am I doing? Sulfur in there. A lot of osmium. Is probably from heading... I'm going to take 2 set of beans. I'm going to need a bit more oxygen just to be safe. Let's grab 2 more oxygen. Before I head off, I am going to double check, have a look at this to see how much water it's developed. Yeah, plenty. I'll let that do its thing. And I'm going to head off to that big wreck over there. Oh, and there's the tier 4 drill. Well, I'll have a look. Osmium and a shitload of super alloy. But the pressure is... compare this. 13.6, 367. Alright. I'll get to that. First things first. Well, maybe I should bring some resources with me. Or should I collect them while I'm out there? Alright, I'm going to organize some stuff and then I'm going to head over there. I'll probably meet you over there.